One thing that can be useful, you may find there's people within the business manage multiple sub-departments or can see all employees within the system because they're admin users. We don't always have to navigate just using a specific sub-department. Selection options allows us to refine it a little bit further. And here we can add different types of employees. If, for example, I also wanted to see people that had left the department within the lists, I can't imagine why I might want to do that, but it is useful for HR, not so much for line managers. Maybe I want to change the sort order, but the most useful thing we can find in here is either the group field. So maybe I want to view my things by a different grouping mechanism. Maybe I want to view by department, for example. And here we get a list of departments starting with paint shop. Or more useful, I'm just going to change that back for now. Use extended selection will disable the selector and it will allow you to do very specific filters. So you can create saved selections of specific filters. This test group is a number of employees that I was using for testing previously. Group 1 is a number of departments all included within one big group. Or you can use the default selections. And upwards then, where were we? Extended group selection. So I've created some little test groups that I can save, and these are user specific. So you can create groups that are relevant to you. But you can also generally be quite happy just to select all employees, because each user has been restricted to the employees they're allowed to see. So you can have viewing all. The person I'm logged in as has access to all employees, so I can see all of the outstanding anomalies. Oh, look, there's a request to deal with. That's handy. Or I can drill it down a little bit further. Personally, I like to use the multiple option, but you could go for a selection of a range based on your sort order or a selection mechanism. Or even a single employee if you want to, but that's kind of what the employee selector's for. So I'm going to go to my test group because I know they've got some useful work records for us to look at. And having them selected, there's 8 anomalies within that group of 4 employees. And here we can see the anomalies for the current period, some overtime, some more overtime, a little bit of early leaving, some lateness. And in this way, I can deal with all the anomalies for everybody that I need to deal with on a daily basis the moment I log in. See the anomalies, get them dealt with, payroll's going to be right, no one's going to have any questions. If something's okay, we can just quite easily check the boxes, say, yeah, that overtime's fine, hit mark as resolved, that will approve it. Or I can make changes to the work records as we did when we were looking at the work record details. So your anomalies list and your requests list are generally the 2 things you're going to want to look at first time you log in. Ideally every morning, but you work the way that you work, so long as the anomalies are dealt with by the time payroll are doing their thing, technically all is well as far as TMS is concerned.